Here we go. Welcome, everybody, once again to Undefined Lunch right here on undefinedradio.com. Appreciate you guys and gals tuning in to our newest show. Looking forward to doing this show. I've been looking forward to doing this show for a long, long time. Trying to get the right format up, trying to decide how best to approach it. And I really feel like this is the best way to do it, right? You highlight independent artists, whether they're local, across the nation, wherever they're from. So if you are one of those people who is an artist or knows an artist, musician, band, single, solo, doesn't matter what genre. As it says down at the bottom, this is a multi-genre indie music show, and that's what this is. We are playing no mainstream music during this hour, period. This is all to highlight local, up-and-coming, independent artists, people who are out there making their living, playing bars, playing gigs, playing clubs, playing events, whatever it is they're doing. Maybe just playing house shows, whatever that thing is that they're doing. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to highlight. And today, we've got several musicians that we're going to highlight today as we try to build our list of musicians. Now, we'll say a lot of these guys I've interviewed. Everybody that I'm playing today, I've interviewed and talked to at some point or the other over the last few years. Some I've gotten to know pretty well. We've had several come through the studio. It's been pretty cool. So it's someone that we've talked to from far away. We will be bringing guests on the show. We'll be interviewing guests on the show live, which will be a lot of fun, just like we used to when we first got Undefined Radio started. But I think the interest for me now is really to promote as much as we can these local artists and these artists who are out there getting it done each and every day, right? Who are out there just killing it, trying to do something different, that makes a difference in their lives and in their music. And getting their music out there. It's what we want to do. And so we're going to do that today. If you know somebody, again, the email address is undefinedradio@gmail.com. Undefined radio@gmail.com. It's that easy. I'll say that and I stumbled over it. Now you can download the free Undefined Radio app. It's free. It's easy to get to. There's nothing to it. I'm going to show you right here. For those of you who are watching along on Facebook, what you can do on Undefined Radio, if you want to watch the show, we are live on Facebook. You see the Undefined Radio app. There it is, right there. Easy to install. Takes up hardly any space on your phone, so you don't have to worry about being one of those apps that take up all of your data, all of your gigs, all that stuff. It doesn't do that. And you can listen to it wherever you want to. Crystal clear. Beautiful app. Easy setup, easy to follow. It's not complicated. So we're going to get started with some of that and get some music kicked off here. Like I said, we've got a lot of artists that we're going to highlight and talk to, get their music played. And like here's one. It's to me, this is a great example of it. There's a guy up in Memphis. He's got his own studio. Great dude. Him and Amber Ray Dunn came to the studio one day. And another young singer named Amari. They all came to the studio one day, interviewed them all at the same time. We were promoting Amber's stuff, and we got talking to Andrew, of course, who's helped her out with a lot of things, playing with her. And, man, the stories they had to tell, I love the backgrounds of musicians, right? Everybody gets started in music for some reason or other, right? And usually that's pretty much anything artistic related, whether it's music or actual art or writing or whatever it is. We get it. We do it for different reasons. And it's pretty fascinating. It's very, very fascinating, honestly. So we're going to hit it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do it. We get started. We got weather coming up, of course. You'll want to know what's going on around here. It's hot, buddy. It's been raining. It's hot. And I tell you, I don't like the heat. I'm not a fan of it. Unless it's hot music. And then I'm a big fan of hot music. As far as the weather goes, screw that. I'm not a fan. All right, check out this song. Chances are you've never heard it, but you're about to today. This is Andrew Cabigo, Hell on Wheels. Take a listen.
after me called Hell on Wheels with ghosts and demons trying to feed their fill. I hear, hey man, you want better days? I can ease your suffering the perfect way. Just shake my hand. Just shake my hand. You don't have to sign in blood to give up what you love. Just shake my hand. I turn around to a pinstripe suit with a monocle lens and a pocket watch. I feel like it had time to bed. Excuse me, let me introduce myself. I'm a businessman of sorts. Are you going through hell? Just shake my hand. Just shake my hand. You don't have to sign in blood to give up what you love. Just shake my hand. I'm just tired of running free, fighting hard for no luxury. You're the only one with the right to do what you like with your life given to survive. So I said, what could you want from a simple man? As I hold that revolver steel against my hand. Hold on, screamed I'm on your side. Don't you want to taste the sun and test the ride? Just shake my hand. All you gotta do is shake my hand. Down comes 6 feet tall with long tan legs. Hourglass hips make a man fall dead. She said, baby, don't you wanna turn? Shake my hand, we can watch him burn. Just shake my hand. Just shake my hand. You don't have to sign it back. That's what you love. Just shake my hand. Oh, yeah. I'm so tired of running free. Oh, you want it up the luxury. Oh, I'm not the only one with the right to life. Yeah, it's my life given to survive. Cigarette smoke seeping out my mouth. The crew falls in as the whistle sounds. All aboard, it's time to go. Hell on wheels, gonna steal your soul.
There we go. Andrew Cabigo, Hell on Wheels. Love that song. Such a good song. Guys, and there's a lot of great musicians out there. I mean, I love how it transitions from him to her to Amari. And just good stuff. It's so good. It's so good. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of great music out there. Sometimes you have to dig around to find it, but it's there. It's out there. And man, these men and women out there who's getting this stuff done like this, appreciate it. Hey, we are getting into politics season. You already know it's political season. It's coming up. See them everywhere. Got some people that I know I'm backing. I ain't afraid to say it. Now, this is more my local folks, and like Barry Perkins, a good buddy of mine. And here's the problem: like I have a lot of people in some instances, like for sheriff that I'm friends with, that are running. That's difficult. That's difficult, man. That's a tough thing when you got so many people running for the same position, right? I mean, and it's like what do you do? What do you do? And I get it. And some people will just decide not to do nothing. Well, to me, you got to cast a vote some kind of way. And it's just, how do you do that? Um, I do know that Marshall County has a young lady going for sheriff over there, and she's awesome. She's awesome. That's right. That's right. BJ, she's getting it done over there in Marshall County. You need to go check her out. Give her some support. You may not be able to vote in that area, but what you can do is share her stuff. And guess what that does? Guess what that does? That helps get her name out there. It helps people that you may know who are living in that area. Hey, oh, here's somebody who I'm making get behind. Telling you got to make choices like that, folks. Oh, it's tough sometimes, but you gotta make choices like that. It matters. It matters. I hope everybody had a great, safe 4th of July. Hope you made it through it, at least in as much as one piece as you possibly can. Right? Look, it's not going to be long before kids are back in school. It's not going to be long. I know parents are looking forward to it. Kids are not. It's how it goes, kids. It's how it goes, kiddos. I know you hate it. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So it's another band I'm going to play. This is Roxy Love. Of course, everybody knows Andy is one of my great friends and like a brother to me. So, and him and his wife, Tracy, man, they do a bang up job. Roxy Love and all the band members do. I mean, they're all great. And we'll have them on the show here before too terribly long. But let me tell you, they have some great music. And this is actually one of my favorite songs that they play. I'm a huge fan of the song. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. There it is. We got it geared up and ready. I hope y'all are ready. Hope you enjoy this one. Remember, you know a musician. You want them to get their music out here. We'll play it live on the radio. This just for those of you who are watching on Facebook or watching on YouTube. This also goes out through our undefinedradio.com channel, through our Undefined Radio app, which broadcasts worldwide. Worldwide. So I'm telling you, lots of people will listen to your stuff. Opportunity galore out there. You just got to take it. Here is Roxy Love and Goodbye to You.
This is Ariana, and you're listening to Undefined Radio.
I told you not to call, but you don't listen at all. And it was you that betrayed me when you decided to cheat. Now you did to me. I can't stop thinking about you, 'cause you're always in my head. And in my dreams, you haunt me. I thought I kicked you out of my bed. Just when I think I moved on, there you go and there's that hurt. I don't know where to go, but you won't be there when I stop. The hardest thing I'll ever have to do, I gotta say goodbye to you. I'm living, working, there you stand. A dozen roses in your hand. When the tears roll down my face, all I want is warm embrace. I must take a stand. I can't stop thinking about you, 'cause you're always in my head. In my dreams, you haunt me. I thought I kicked you out of my bed. Just when I think I moved on, there you go and there's that hurt. I don't know where to go, but you won't be there when I stop. The hardest thing I'll ever have to do, I gotta say goodbye to you. No, you'll never know just how it feels until it's done to you. Love you way too much to ever wish that upon you. No, not on you. Can't stop thinking about you, 'cause you're always in my head. In my dreams, you haunt me. I thought I kicked you out of my bed. Just when I think I moved on, there you go and there's that hurt. I don't know where to go, but you won't be there when I stop. The hardest thing I'll ever have to do, I gotta say goodbye to you. Goodbye to you.
you go. Roxy Love, goodbye to you. Great job, Tracy, Andy, all the guys who are on that album, man. And they have quite a lot of music. We'll play more of their stuff in the coming weeks for sure. And there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. For those of you warned, man, we had a storm this morning. And unfortunately, that's not the last one we are going to have, it looks like. It looks like there's about to be a lot more of that. Let's see. Today's supposed to be a high of 88. Tonight, getting down into the 70s. Thunderstorms starting late tonight again. Over into Friday morning. Friday, it's going to be scattered thunderstorms all day. Saturday, thunderstorms. Sunday, thunderstorms, high in the 80s. Monday, more thunderstorms. This is going to clear up Tuesday. Wednesday, isolated thunderstorms as we hit the 90s. And again, you might as well look for scattered thunderstorms through, Lord, week after next. Easy. I mean, they're in the forecast from at least 23% on up to the 80% range. I mean, it's going to be a wet next couple of weeks, which, look, I guess is great, especially for crops out there getting that wet, getting that water coming in. They're going to need it. But, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. So if you're trying to figure out when to mow your yard, good thing about Mississippi is it rains, it gets so hot, everything dries right back up again. So it's like a sprint. You just have to pick your spot, run out there, get it done real quick, and get back in there. It's going to be tough. You're not going to have much of an opportunity. So you better be able to pick your spot when you can if you're talking about trying to get this done. If you're trying to talk about get this done and getting them yards mowed, you better do it with some quickness because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not. All right, more music. I want to tell you about this next. I love this one. So I interviewed this young man, Robert Ray. It's been a minute. 5 years ago. I want to say 5 years ago, I actually interviewed this man. He sent me the song. And it's a great song. It is a great song. I love this song because it's so good. But it's funny because we had my birthday party Monday. And I was thinking about this song. I was thinking about the people at the party. This song is called Drunk Enough. Yeah. Drunk Enough. And when you hear the lyrics of this song, it probably will not correlate to what we did Monday night, but it's just as funny enough because I think one member out there, not me, did get drunk enough. I think they did get drunk enough. I think it's out there. This is Robert Ray, Drunk Enough. Hope you enjoyed this. You are listening to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com.
People say it ain't worth it to drown my sorrows in this so far. Wouldn't call myself perfect. Lord knows I've had my share of scars. Doesn't matter how many bruises I've had, or if I try to drink them too fast, I can't get drunk enough, just not tough enough. 1 by 1, 2 by 2, just can't get my mind off you. The more I drink for you, I just think of you. Should I throw in the towel? Just give up. 'Cause I can't be drunk enough. Tequila and whiskey just can't numb all my pain. Makes me wonder if you miss me or even care. Going insane. Shot after shot, matter how strong, my heart keeps crying. Song after song, can't get drunk enough, just not tough enough. One by one, two by two, just can't get my mind off you. Or I drink for you, I just think of you. Should I throw in the towel, just give up? 'Cause I can't get drunk enough. I can't get drunk enough. I'm just not tough enough. One by one, two by two, I just can't get my mind off you. Or I drink for you, I just think of you. Should I throw in the towel, just give up? 'Cause I can't get drunk enough. I can't get drunk enough.
There it is. Robert Ray, Drunk Enough. Y'all go check him out. Check out his music. He's got a lot of great music out there. Again, Spotify, Apple Music. You can find this stuff everywhere. But you should go check it out. It's really, really good. It's really good stuff. I love when you hear music that just kind of connects with. Like, it has a good beat, good rhythm. I mean, everything just kind of connects. It just sounds good. I'm not one of these guys who just gets into music for music's sake. I mean, it has to sound good. And again, I don't care what genre it is. I just want it to sound good, right? That should be the whole purpose of listening to music. Is that does it hit you where it should? Does it sound good to you? Is it pleasing to the ear? And that's the only way I can listen to music. I can't. I'm not, dude. I'm not one of these guys that can just hear a lot of banging, slamming around on the musical instruments and go, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna listen to it." That's why I don't like metal music a lot. Now, there's some that I will listen to because it's actually good. But to me, it's the same way with rap. I mean, I'm not a fan of rap itself, but there's some really good stuff out there that I love. So if it makes any sense, right? People gonna say that's yeah, it doesn't make it. It's just true, just what it is. But we got some news. I know because a lot of you are going to spend your summer going out to amusement parks, right? It's a thing to do. Summertime, got to get out, got to go on vacation, have fun. And when I was young, I couldn't wait to go to an amusement park, ride some roller coasters. It's going to be awesome. But as I've grown up, and I think about death more and more often, as grown-ups are wont to do, it's stuff like this is the reason, like, you know what? I think I don't want to do it. Like this one. Roller coaster riders were trapped upside down for hours after mechanical failure this weekend. That's right. That's right. Yeah, this happened Sunday. This past Sunday. So there was a roller coaster, had a malfunction in midair, trapping 8 passengers upside down for hours. For hours. Yeah. Yeah. This happened in Crandon, Wisconsin at the Forest County Festival. Forest County Festival. Here's the thing. We go to a lot of these little pop-up fairs, right? We go to them. We talk about it. We joke about it. Y'all know y'all do. Y'all know y'all joke about it too. About we see the workers and like, do I really want to put my life in the hands of these guys as I jump on here? These people did, and were stuck upside down for hours. They had to have special equipment. Emergency personnel were there quick within 15 minutes. But they had to get some special. They had 3 ladder trucks coming from all around nearby towns. One had the capability of rising over 100 feet. It took it approximately 45 minutes to arrive on the scene. I'm sure it did, because you had to go and get the specialty truck that you don't have in a lot of these smaller towns. So you had to have an off-duty firefighter who had specialized rope rescue training. Just happened to be at the festival, right? It's crazy. And here's the thing: it was due to the release mechanism of safety equipment on individual cars. All individuals in a car needed to be properly secured prior to release of safety equipment. Dude, the first the first of the passengers was not safely back on solid ground until 3:20 p.m., roughly 2 hours after the ride had first gotten stuck. It took another hour and 40 minutes for all remaining passengers to be rescued. To be the final person, to be the final person was something else. But here's something cool. Here's something cool. Um, there were 5 of the passengers appeared to be children. One of the kids, a girl, told rescuers to unstrap an older man first because he was visibly struggling and appeared to have passed out at one point. How brave is that? Right? She had an opportunity to get off right then, but she told them this older man right here, probably somebody like me, was struggling. And she decided, hey, get him out first. Get him out first. That was crazy, right? And this is just days after a roller coaster in North Carolina was closed for what they called ominous looking repairs, right? Had a crack in one of the columns. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The beam was shaking and swaying as cars took a sharp turn at top speed. Oh, yeah, they had to close it down. You gotta be careful out there. Guys, you gotta be careful out there. You can't just jump on this stuff. You can't just jump on this stuff and assume that you are who you are, so bad things can't happen to you. Famous last words of everyone who's had bad things happen to them, like this guy. I ain't gonna lie. There's some cool things. This lady right here, this lady right here. See, this is why I have trust issues. This right here is why I have trust issues. Georgia woman was just charged with faking a pregnancy to get paid time off. That's right. She faked getting pregnant and being pregnant to get paid time off. All right. Now, this happened back in February last year, but I just found this article. So we got to talk about it because I hadn't heard anything about this. Maybe you guys have, I have not. So we're sharing it anyway. Robin Folsom's colleagues became suspicious when they noticed her bump was askew, and she sent them inconsistent photos of her fake children. Right? Right? Look. So her employer sent this to the state inspector general. Like, look, something's weird here. So Folsom, old Robin, she's 43 years old. She was telling all kinds of lies about her pregnancy. And she was the director of external affairs at the Georgia Vocational Rehabilitation Agency. She had informed the agency about her pregnancy in late 2020 and claimed to give birth in May 2021. Now, look, you remember this is the height of the pandemic. You could do stuff at home. You can lie and get away with a lot of stuff. Yeah. It seems like that's what she did. She took advantage of a situation. But her colleagues quickly grew suspicious. She had a baby bump, but it looked weird. Seemed like the lower portion of her stomach would come away from her body. So they're saying that she wore a fake pregnant stomach. And she sent, allegedly, we got to say that. We have to use the word allegedly or we get in trouble. She allegedly sent pictures of her new baby to various employees. However, the pictures appeared to be inconsistent and depicted children with varying skin tones. Maybe she's got one of them skin diseases. All right. Or like it's like a chameleon. She got that chameleon disease. Her skin just be changing. She don't know why. It just does. But human resources started putting 2 and 2 together, said things aren't adding up. And thankfully, they didn't shrug it off. They realized that this was something that was more serious. Yeah, it's fraud. Fraud. Yeah. Dude, it's great. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. After she gave birth on May 1st, 2021, a man named Bran Otmanbabwe emailed letters at her agency claiming to be the father of Folsom's newborn baby. He said that Folsom's doctors had mandated several weeks of rest following the delivery. They gave her 7 weeks of paid leave that it otherwise would not have approved. Until that May, by the way, government employees in Georgia could take up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave. A bill signed on May 5th granted them 3 weeks of paid paternal leave. So that's what I'm saying. And of course, they never found any evidence that dude actually existed. And so she's been charged with identity fraud. Yeah. Now here's what's great. It's not the first time she did it. She gave birth. She claimed to have given birth in July 2020. Yeah. August 2021. 3 months. 3 months after she gave birth to the other phantom baby. She told her employees she was pregnant once again. Those are Twinkies. That's Twinkie bulge. You got Twinkie bulge. Well, Georgia said, nope, fraud by state employees will not be tolerated. Now she's in trouble. She is in trouble. Here's the thing. She will return to court on April the 4th. I wonder what happened with this. I don't even know. I got to find out. If she was found guilty, she could spend up to 25 years in prison and pay up to $103,000 in fines. Giving them fake babies. Having them fake babies. Don't be having fake babies, folks. Don't have fake babies. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. But you know what is worth it, though? Awesome music. And we got more like this next. I love these, like the Calamity Janes. I interviewed them a few years ago as well, and they are so good. They've got this one song that I really, really love, and it's called Gypsy. All right, it's called Gypsy, and the song, and the ladies as a whole they're a cool group of characters, right? They're sisters, and they're all different personalities, and they're a lot of fun to talk to. But they have, again, great music. They're booked all over the place. They're always working somewhere. And the pandemic didn't slow them down hardly at all, I don't believe. But here's a little Gypsy from the Calamity Janes. You are listening to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com.
Lost and wandering out on the open road, a lonely gypsy woman traveling all alone. Sucked life from her dates, took the beating heart from her chest. He took the light from her eyes, the smile from her face, left her with nothing but broken promises. There was a time when I was young and gave my heart away to a man who didn't love me but told me anyway. I hung on every word his forky tongue would say, like honey dripping from a comb. He stole my love away. Gypsy, gypsy, running wild and free. Ain't no man alive gonna put his chains on me. Gypsy, gypsy, woman with no soul. She'll love you and leave you broken and alone. Who loved the winding road. He was a desperate sinner, a thief of time and soul. There's beauty in the darkness and truth in every lie. He was a fallen angel, the devil in disguise. Gypsy, gypsy, running wild and free. Ain't no earthly man gonna put his chains on me. Gypsy, woman in this place. He's the very reason I hid my heart away. Gypsy, gypsy, woman, can't you see? You shouldn't take a bite of that apple from the tree. Gypsy, gypsy, careless, young and dumb. He walks away with a smile, and now your soul is gone.
There you go. The Calamity Janes, Gypsy. Again, another great song. Another great song. Man, I love good music. I love good music. Sometimes you have to remind yourself why you do the things you do and why you get into the things you get into. And when I get to hear great music like this is why. This is why. Because so much good stuff. Hey, look, if you're not doing anything this weekend, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, Oyo Hotel, Memphis. Come watch Bluff City Wrestling live. It's a free show. Free show for your audience. You're more than welcome to come there and catch us live. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We start back off on CW30 at 11:30 a.m. this Saturday morning. CW30, catch all of Bluff City Wrestling. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We got some more. We're going to go through a couple things here before we get back to the music. Like I said, got some great music coming up. We play indie music from indie artists, local, abroad, doesn't matter. If you know a musician you would like to get their music heard on the radio, or if you are one, send it to us at undefinedradio@gmail.com. Undefinedradio@gmail.com. We will play it live, play it right here. We are not playing mainstream music. It's not what we're doing, because you can hear that anywhere. You can listen to your mainstream songs any and everywhere. When I get in the car, and just the regular radio's going on, it's like, man, I'm hearing the same 5-6 songs over and over and over again. I get tired of it. I don't want to keep hearing the same 5-6 songs. There's something cool, something new. And all the artists that we play, their music is rocking it. It's kicking it. It's so good. But it is the time now for this day in history. This day in history in 1885, Louis Pasteur gives the first rabies shot. Louis Pasteur gives the first rabies inoculation to 9-year-old Joseph Meister, who had been bitten by a rabid dog. Meister, who would have likely died, soon recovered, and Pasteur's inoculation technique quickly spread. He said, "You're welcome, everybody." In 1942, on this date, Anne Frank goes into hiding. 13-year-old Anne Frank and her family go into hiding, fearing capture by the Nazis during the Holocaust. The Franks hid out in an Amsterdam warehouse, where Frank famously recorded many of her thoughts and experiences in a diary. About 2 years later, in August 1944, Nazis discovered Frank and her family, raising questions this day about who had betrayed them and why. Terrible. Terrible. Of course, on this day in 2012, Skylar Niece is murdered by two of her close friends. Y'all remember that? Sheila, Eddie, and Rachel Schoaf. They decided they didn't like Skylar, so they lured her into the woods, stabbed her to death. Which her death inspired Skylar's Law, which mandates that Amber Alerts are issued for all missing children, not just those who are believed to be kidnapped. And there you go. That is, oh, no. We got one more. 1747, John Paul Jones is born. John Paul Jones is born in Orbigland. I'm not even saying Kirkcudbrightshire. I said it, Scotland. A sailor, he became a naval hero during the Revolutionary War by leading American troops against the British. Jones later served in the Imperial Russian Navy before he died in Paris of an interstitial nephritis in 1792. And on this day in 1535, Sir Thomas More is executed. He was beheaded in London, England. He was a humanist who wrote Utopia in 1516. He refused to support King Henry VIII's divorce from Catherine of Aragon, or the Act of Supremacy, which declared the king supreme head of the Church of England. He was charged with high treason. He was imprisoned in the Tower of London, found guilty, and executed, because that's what they did back then, right? That's what they did back then. All kinds of crazy stuff, folks. They didn't care. You did something somebody didn't like, that was it. You were done. You're done. There was no second guesses. All right. I want to play this song for you. We had a show on here a couple of years ago on Undefined Radio called Camo and Ammo Hunting Show. I do hunt, by the way. So, and we want to talk about hunting, different aspects of hunting, and do live hunts. We had a lot of stuff we wanted to do with that show. Never could quite get the thing going like we wanted to, but one of the guys, we needed a theme song for the show. Instead of me just making one up as I do with a lot of my stuff, I interviewed a guy named Ethan Willis. Great musician. Dude is awesome. He just so happened to write a song called Camo and Ammo. It's like rock country. I mean, like hard rock country. This song was awesome. This song was great. All right. It's called Camo and Ammo. I think, hey, Mark, what's going on, buddy? I'm glad you caught the show live today, too. Thanks for helping spread the word, by the way, about Undefined Lunch. Like I say, this is day one of Undefined Lunch, folks. I think we got everything working good. Hopefully the sound is good. And I don't get to hear the show. So I'm just hoping and praying that the sound we're putting out right now is good. That's all I can tell you. It sounded good on the test show last night. So hoping nothing has changed. Gremlins didn't get into my studio in the middle of the night and start tweaking with stuff. It happens. More than you know, it happens a lot. So here's a little Ethan Willis, Camo and Ammo. You're listening to Undefined Lunch right here on undefinedradio.com.
I'd rather be whiskey than some old creek. Sitting in a tree stand, certified deer stalker. But right now, I'm busting my ass on this 9 to 5. But you better believe when the season's chill. If it's brown, it's down. If it flies, it dies. If you're gonna hunt, you gotta do it right. Shotgun or rifle, you ready to go? Ammo and ammo, that's my motto. So I'm digging through, I can see my breath. See a couple does call up a couple green hits. 30 all 6 won't let me down. If the grunt call, then it hits the ground. If it's brown, it's down. If it flies, it dies. If you're gonna hunt, you gotta do it right. Shotgun or rifle, you ready to go? Ammo and ammo, that's my motto. Ground is down, if it flies, it dies. If you don't know, you got to do it right. Shotgun or rifle, you ready to go? Ammo and ammo, that's my motto. That's my motto.
There you go. Ethan Willis, Camo and Ammo. I love that song. Song's good. It's a great song. And we use that too in the intro of our Camo and Ammo show. It just talking about kicking the show off right. That's the song. That's the song. He was gracious enough to let us use that as the intro to our show. So it was cool. It was cool. Now look, guys, you know any musicians? I've been saying this the whole show, and I will beat this dead horse until the word gets out. I'll do it until the word gets out. We want to help musicians get their music out there, get the word out there about their music. If they would want to be interviewed live during this radio show, we'd be happy to do it because it's not just a Facebook show. It's not just a YouTube show. It's also on the internet. It's on our app, our Undefined Radio app, which is free. Just go look at it, go download it. Easy to download, doesn't eat up any of your data hardly at all on your phone, and it plays worldwide. It plays worldwide, and we're really trying to get the word out here. Get some lights shining on these musicians who are out there working, creating, who just want to share the things that they come up with the world, and I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I know that, especially in this day and age that we're in right now, everybody's all up in arms about who falls where on the political spectrum. I really don't care. Yeah, you don't bother me. I am not gonna bother you. Bother me, I'll bother you back. But other than that, we're cool, man. I don't care about anything else. What I care about is we out here rocking, rolling, countrying it up, whatever it is you do. And that's the cool thing about having a multi-genre show is we're not just playing country artists. We're not just playing rock. We'll play rap. You got some? We'll play it. Play hard rock. Let's go. Jazz. Let's do it. Classical. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. I've got some more tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to have With Bravado on here tomorrow. They're another local band in Memphis that is really good. Interviewed them a few years ago too, and they're really good. They are really good. I need to pull up some of these old interviews that I have with some of these artists and really put it out there. I think that'd be cool to really get some of that out and let you guys hear some little clips from some of these past interviews that we did, just so you can get the sense of what they're like, and which I think is important. This next young lady I'm about to play, Amber Ray Dunn. Amber's great. She's been over the Songwriters Association in Memphis for a while now. I don't know if she still is or not, because I don't want to misspeak on that. But she is very giving back to the music scene in the Mid-South. Very giving back. She's been up for several awards, won several awards. Super talented. And what's funny is Amber's young, but Amber is a huge fan of Loretta Lynn, right? She's a huge fan of Loretta Lynn, which is funny to me because that's more when I was young. Even when I was young, Loretta was, over the peak of her popularity, or maybe right at the height of her popularity. And so to see some of these younger people who really attach themselves to some of these artists that people say, oh, Red Lynn, she's old, whatever. But talent is talent. And if you're able to see it and understand it and listen to it and open your mind to it. So when I watch a lot of these reaction videos, and I watch a lot of them, you see that there's a lot of people looking at it going, oh, wow, I've never heard the song. It's amazing to me, the number of people who have never heard some of these old school mainstream artists, never really heard their music. Like they may know who they are, but they've never really listened to the music. They listen to it and go, well, that was really good. Oh, that was great. That was surprising. I can't believe that. Well, people talk about it for a reason. People talk about it for a reason. And this is a lady you should be talking about. I'll play y'all Amber Ray Dunn. This is, to me, and she's got a lot of songs. She's got some newer stuff too. But I figured if I'm going to start off Undefined Lunch, playing her music, I've got to at least play one of my favorite songs from her. And then I'll get into her newer stuff. She just released a music video not long ago and a new song. And we will play that. But this one is one of my favorites. But because I think we can all relate to feeling this way a lot of times. This is Amber Ray Dunn. I can't do a damn thing right. You're listening to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com.
I can't win for losing, 'cause I'm always choosing to say something that'll put my foot in my mouth. And I ain't never been a winner. I'll just sit here in the back with you sinners, do a book God's wrath and all his might. 'Cause I can't do a damn thing right. Give me a chance and I'll break it, looking forlorn and mistaken, till eventually I sweep it under the rug. And as that cloud begins to widen, you better let go, cause I'm gonna be sliding to the next town in the middle of the night. Cause I can't do that thing right. But if that is all you're asking me for, then I guess I could try my luck. But if luck is what we're basing it on, then it looks like I'm... Well, I had a good man and I knew it, so I moved in that bill and I flew it. I should have married that boy instead of just them neon lights. Not only that ship sail, well, it's sinking, and this musician life, well, it's stinking. To have to pay my bills with it for the rest of my life. Cause I can't do that thing right. I'll have to pay my bills with it for the rest of my life. Cause I can't do a damn thing. No, I can't do a damn thing. No, I can't do a damn thing right.
There you go, Amber Ray Dunn. I can't do a damn thing right. I'm telling you, we've all been there. We've all been there at some point or other. Y'all kind of know. Y'all kind of know. You've been there. Yeah. So, man, I'm excited about today's show. I certainly appreciate everybody who's tuned in to today's show. And as we try to find our footing, I haven't done a live show like this style in a while. It's easy when I'm sitting here doing my wrestling shows, my sports show, and one of those shows, because I can just sit here and say whatever. But you'd like for on a show like this to be a little informed, right? A little more professional. Certainly not as carefree and colorful as we do on some of our other shows in our after dark shows and things like that. So yeah. It's one of those deals. It's one of those deals. All right, got one more that I want to play for y'all. And this one, Seth Walker. I heard this song and I got to talk to him, and I've met him a couple of times. A really down to earth guy and very promising future. I haven't talked to Seth in a while, so I don't really know what's going on with him. Need to reach out and find out. But man, so talented. I love this song. I love this song. Again, another one of those songs we've kind of all been there. So it's about I understand it, I see it. Have I done it? Yeah. Well, sometimes you just gotta say no. Sometimes you just gotta say no. And that's what Seth did here. This is Seth Walker. Nope. You are listening to Undefined Lunch right here on UndefinedRadio.com.
There's nothing left to say after the way you ended us. You left me, you set me free, girl, we ran out. It took some time, but now I'm fine, I'm good and you're gone. Called up my boys, I wasn't lonely long. Your friends see me out, I know they're blowing up your phone, but I'm doing who I'm with, and that I'm not alone. And now you're here sitting up at the bar, checking up on me, saying hi. Love you having this debate, then you whisper in my ear, baby, buy me a beer, just for old times. Yeah, you got some nerve, but girl, you need a swerve. You ain't worth my time. You got me feeling like no. Don't wanna buy you a drink, no. Don't wanna dance with you, girl, no. Don't wanna take you home, girl. Why when I've done been down that road, girl, what really brought you back around on my side of town? You had to see what was going down. They said I'm hanging out. You heard I'm hooking up. Keeping your nose in your phone, cause you're always looking up my social status. But I don't put my stuff on blast, girl, he can have it, cause I don't want you back. You ain't nothing to me, but I've been there and done that. You got me feeling like no, don't wanna buy you a drink, no, don't wanna dance with you, girl, no, don't wanna take you home, but why when I'm done being down that road, girl, no. You won't. I ain't playing your games. You got me feeling like no. Don't wanna buy you a drink, no. Don't wanna dance with you, girl, no. Don't wanna take you home, girl. Why when I'm done being down that road, girl, no. Don't wanna buy you a drink, no. Don't wanna dance with you, girl, no. Don't wanna take you home, girl. Why when I'm done being down that road, girl, no. It's a lifetime, girl. Yeah, I can tell you're lying, 'cause your lips are moving. I'm talking to you. It's something you're using, say you do, but you don't. Say you will, but you won't. I ain't playing your games. You got me feeling like no. Don't wanna buy you a drink, no. Don't wanna dance with you, girl, no. Don't wanna take you home, girl. Why when I'm done being down that road, girl, no.
There you go. Nope. That's Seth Walker. Guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in today, going on this journey with us through day one of Undefined Lunch. As we get you through here, once again, if you know somebody, know a musician, you think they'd like to get their music out there, all you got to do is send them to me. It's undefinedradio@gmail.com. That's it. Undefinedradio@gmail.com. And now what I need you to do is go give our YouTube page a like, Undefined Radio. Subscribe to that channel. Help us grow that channel. Because that's where a lot of our content goes to on YouTube, is to our Undefined Radio channel. Trying to get video after video after video out there. Just see if we can grow that thing a little bit. We try to do it. As you hear my idiot dogs in the backgrounds doing their thing, it means it's time for me to get out there. That's what it means. They're my 1 o'clock alarm. They're a little early. But that's what we're here for, right? Have fun. That's what we're going to do every day. Bring you guys great new music. Hope you enjoy it. I know I enjoyed it. And tomorrow we'll be back here, of course, live from 12 to 1, getting it done yet again, playing that music, bringing you all new music, and trying to, like I said, get some spotlight on a lot of these artists out there who are busting their butt to bring you guys and get some great music and to be heard. Think you'll enjoy it. Hope you did. Hope you enjoyed today's show. As much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you, because I did have a blast today. I always have a blast when I'm out here doing this sort of thing, because it's been a while since I've got to do a music show like this, because I just didn't want to do the same thing, because it gets disheartening when you hear regular music. People are going to find mainstream music everywhere else anyway. I want to bring them something a little bit different. This is what that show's about. Catch Johnny Pace in the morning, every morning, Monday through Friday, right here on Undefined Radio from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. He has a hell of a show. Greatest DJ walking, in my opinion. Johnny Pace in the morning. Go give Johnny's page like and a follow. It's a Mississippi morning show. That's on Undefined Radio. You don't want to miss it, guys. We appreciate it. Until then, I will see you.